let's turn our attention to the word marketing. So I don't think we really need to look too much further than the definition given by Phillip Kotler, who is widely acknowledged as the world-leading marketing expert. So let's look at how he defines, in his seminal work, Kotler on Marketing, the definition of marketing. So marketing is the science and art of exploring, creating, and delivering value to satisfy the needs of a target market at a profit. Marketing identifies unfulfilled needs and desires. It defines, measures, and quantifies the size of the identified market and the profit potential. It pinpoints which segments the company is capable of serving best, and it designs and promotes the appropriate products and services. So when I look at the definition of marketing, I think we're on pretty safe ground there. So we don't need to qualify the definition of marketing by putting the word content in front of it, because if you add the word content to the front of the definition of marketing that's put forward by Phillip Kotler, it's nonsensical, adds no value. So what's the upshot of all of this? Well, content marketeers who have rushed to embrace a new way of marketing, so to speak, in the modern society, where technology has changed everything and has upset the established marketing order, they've embraced this notion of content marketing that's been put out there by thought leadership. And in reality, when you understand the lack of a definition for content marketing, actually content marketers don't really know what they're doing because the definition isn't even defined. And I'd argue that there's no such thing as content marketing. My argument is that there's only marketing, or perhaps there is something else again. So the real problem here is that nobody really appreciates what's really going on around us right now. What's happening is that we're moving from an industrial economy to a connection economy. And when you move from an industrial economy to a connection economy, everything changes. And my proposition is that if we are moving from an industrial economy to a connection economy, you can't take an industrial economy business, apply a so-called content marketing strategy onto the top of it, and expect to get connection economy type outcomes. What you have to do in the connection economy is very, very different from the things that you were doing in the industrial economy. In the connection economy, the only thing that has any real meaningful value, where we are in an age of over-communication that's just simply getting more and more onerous against us, the only thing that has any value is people's attention. And so if you're going to command people's attention, and you understand it in the connection economy, you have to disaggregate and reaggregate value, because the ability to communicate and connect and form relationships in the connection economy creates new opportunities for the exchange of value. And if you seek to simply come along and put a content proposition over the top of the old way of providing value, when the market itself is geared up to receive a different kind of value, you're going to end up with the kind of problems that content marketeers have got, which is they've no idea what it is that they're communicating. They've no idea why they should be communicating what it is that they're doing. And they are struggling to make any kind of meaningful sense out of this concept of content marketing, which explains, in my view, why you haven't seen this thing take off in any meaningful way, given that everybody's got a vested interest. All industrial economy businesses have got a vested interest in continuing to grow. So the resources that have gone into so-called content marketing down the years simply haven't reflected the return on the investment. And they haven't got the return on investment because, I'll restate it, you can't take an industrial economy business, apply a content strategy on top of it, and expect to get connection economy type outcomes. And that is the real problem.